potential to refill the bottle. They also took the bounty rune as well, but luckily enough for the Tiny, he's got pretty good right-click damage.
Yeah, I mean, Tiny's not going to be all that worried at all. We've already hit level 5 before the puck.
Top lane, Starov. Might be in some trouble. Jama playing around with the shards means that Ava can get plenty of damage out of the Spirit Siphon, and one more right-click from afar will secure first blood.
Again, it's a Treant Protector, right? Probably shouldn't be putting yourself in this position. He made sure to wait out the Leech Seed.
They're going to go. Andy's in trouble. Jama's got the abilities back up to work with. The tree's going to start to TP back in, but he's going to be a little bit too late. I love that play from OFC. You get the kill on the Treant Protector, you wait for your abilities to come off cooldown, and then you go straight away as you bait the range creep deny.
Didn't have a Tango to be able to play around with either, so Anthony was just at the mercy of these two really strong laning stage heroes in the Death Prophet and the Tusk. And again, from Star, really shouldn't be going down there as a result. They even get a kill up here onto the Keeper of the Light, giving it over to XM. Maybe just wanting to invade, check if there's any stacks built up. Someone's going to need to take the towers, and right now you've got 0 heroes that are going to do it on Clouds. And I really don't think you can take this super late either. You've got some pretty good late game heroes on Outsider's side.
Look at this smoke. Very early movement coming up from OSC, and they might not even need the extra members to bring down the Shadow Fiend. Echo will now reveal his position. Gets a kill along with the Courier as well for good measures. This is starting to get a little bit out of control.
That's the thing. They make a lot of these quick rotations. That's a lot of these juicy camps that you can just farm back to back to back with little to no issue.
So do we like the setup that's going on at the moment from Cloud? Is actually mid lane. Andy, he's going to be caught out. The pogo stick wasn't fast enough to get over the shards, but they haven't been able to blow him up just yet, and now they could have the turnaround potential effect. Drops the coil with the rotation from CSG. They've got the Rolling Thunder, but the damage might be the thing in question. That's where the puck's able to come into play, but Ava will use the Exo as a bit of a deterrent, but it won't stop CSJ. The Pangoli will find the finishing blow onto the Lich, but there's nowhere to run for himself. Attempts the shield crash, but the quick use of the toss will stop the damage mitigation being a factor in that kill.
Nicely done by Echoes there. Like you said, making sure that that shield crash damage...
With Vici Gaming, you know, he's been with the likes of eHome for a long while as well, but he's never really ventured into the one role. But, I mean, the Templar Assassin is something that, of course, he has a lot of experience on.
I wonder, next time Exo's up, if they're just going to say, all right, let's move in, let's try and pick off the Shadow Fiend as he's farming the Ancients area, and then use the Exorcism off the back of that with our Deso, with Tag Team that's already level 2, to just go into Roche.
Look at this ward placement. Beautifully done from Dire, scouting out the movements. Unfortunately, the Shards was off the mark to catch both of them, but they should still be able to catch up to the Treant Protector nonetheless. 4 heroes from OFC required to get the kill, but when we see what Cloud are getting out of the map, really nothing. That's the big thing. No one's pushing mid. Their bottom jungle completely unfarmed. That bottom... It's the BKB if he potentially wants a unit, but further down to the south, they've run into the Pangoli. A great target to be able to blow up, but they don't have the damage just yet. As CSJ will look to turn it around with the Rolling Thunder. Meanwhile, no one's there to also provide the assistance. So the Shadow Fiend's the one that's in trouble. It's Dire veer their attention over to their carry of Cloud, and they bring him down with ease. And now they can look for more, as well as outside gets the gaze, dragging back CSJ into his own demise. And they're not done just yet. Ava looking to chase down a third. Mercy will be able to get some distance. If you're wanting Dire to wait for Roshan, then Cloud need to make sure they get some vision set up around the pit, just in case they're forced to take a fight around the area. But CSJ is currently underneath the trap, and Rojama's going to use his vision to his advantage. A jump over the cliff line will put the Pain go into the grave, and now the Coddle is going to join him as well. So let's see, do they get lucky with the Roche spawn? Once it's not fast enough. 1:20 until that second Roche is up.
You just saw the value they got there.
Invised up, but just places the sentry, so they're aware of this, but Echoes doesn't care. Look at him just walking in the middle. He's still got to be careful though. Ice Limit's starting to get a decent amount of damage out from the Shadow Fiend, but Dire is still roaring to fight. And he will try and charge up the Requiem, but it doesn't really provide them a whole lot. But with the turnaround from the back, CSJ is going to be in with the Rolling Thunder as well. They're doing a really good job to enable Ice Limit to get the right clicks going, but it's just not enough. XM with the finishing blow. And now they're going to look for more. Maybe smoke to help them retreat. Mercy under the cover of this will be okay. They might turn to Butterfly Effect instead as XM.
Trap.
one right click, 2/3 of Butterfly's effects health just evaporates. And now we'll need one more. A phase shift to dodge off of the left side, though Ava is in some trouble for the moment. They'll get the kill onto the park. Meanwhile, unfortunately for CSJ, he won't be able to get anything out of that. So in the end, outside
Up top, just cutting the wave. He's reached up to his level 18. Might delay out this push a little bit, but mid lane, it's going to disable that backdoor protection. So CSJ here to spam it out. He might be in trouble.
Now, it looks like he will be. A couple of right clicks almost bring him down to living armor, not enough. And XM also is able to kill off another member. Gold-like streak here for the Templar Assassin. They got Mercy's Cotter as well in the Cotter, which was some of the components towards the Scepter. Outside the base, Ice Limit. But it's not a spot you want to be, brother. Oh, no. We saw it before as Yama was toying with the Shadow Fiend. Looks like he was able to cancel his team. He had to run all the way back, and with the Shadow Fiend dying, geez, a drop. That's outsiders from China. What a game one debut from them.
Yeah, looking really need to be playing around this overgrowth quite heavily.
Yeah, maybe that's a big reason why Ava has the Aghanim Scepter queued up as well for the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, I would say so. You got to go down that route or like a Gleipnir.
Echo's getting siphoned up a little bit. Mercy's going to try. Oh, they actually got him. Wasn't expecting the Celestial Hammer to do as much damage at what it just did, but first blood, I should say, picked up for Cloud. I don't know when he's going to be vulnerable in this game.
Who dis?
Maybe, hold that thought. Echoes has a level 6 to work with. They're going to try and target down the Death Prophet, and look at the damage they've got coming up with 4 members of Dire diving deep onto the tier 1 tower. It's a big kill for them to find, and look at the timing that they get it with as well.
The fly effect, he can't just be standing waiting around though. Yeah, and he's done waiting. But just gives the Train Protector time to rotate up to this lane and try and protect it.
They've got Wrath of Nature now. They can definitely blow up the Death Prophet. We're going to see Echoes lead in. Pulverize, not enough, but in fact CSJ with his own damage can turn around. And well, even deep into the tree line, but can't get himself out. So they're just fighting without the Nature's Prophet.
Oh, that is not ideal for sure. I don't know how much effectiveness he would have. Like, he'd use the Wrath of Nature. He's got a Blightstone and a Power Treads. Not exactly the greatest amount of overall damage for this team fight, right? So maybe if he was to go into the Maelstrom, of course he wouldn't have it at this stage.
Are they going to fight this?
I don't know if
All
he
right,
can take out
Echoes
Mercy.
is back alive. CSJ is the initial target for the moment. One more tower will bring him down, and along they'll get Mercy as well. So outsiders from China successfully defend their T1 tower. They get a couple of kills as well, and now they're going to park the Train Protector here to get some solo experience.
And you just compare that to game one, right? So much more emphasis onto maintaining this tier 1 tower. It's exactly where a Prophet wants to be, just sitting in the safety on your side of the map, because even though this is being played as a position 3, we can expect Ava to be playing a lot more of this greedy style of role, and they might be trying to go for a kill here with Andy. Going forward with a waveform.
Looks like they're going to be able to find it. So first kill involvement out of the Morphling, who's had another pretty good start to the game. Last game, I should say, we did see him have 2 deaths at that 6-minute mark, but he was able to get a lot of net worth early on, and it's looking no different for the Morphling. The mid lane, however, Echoes makes the attempt on a Mercy, but unable to bring him down for the moment. The Pulverized combination will set up perfectly with the arrow, so they will still secure the kill. The Butterfly effect. I have no way to avenge the death of the Tusk. To protect it. But the damage from this Primal Beast, the Timber is ever so vulnerable. That's where Star is able to come into play. An instant response with the Overgrowth is going to be able to hold them back for the moment, but Radiant, they're still in fighting shape. Its Butterfly effect is now shown up to the party. An Exorcism activated, but he won't have the damage to get rid of Echoes. Meanwhile, off to the left side, Yama still is able to bring down the Timbersaw, so in the end, it's a 1-for-1. You do lose the tower, but you get a pretty big kill in everyone.
He was just giving his life up. All he really needs is that Sleeping Dart, and this game it really doesn't feel like, for example, the Mirana or the Train Protector need that much to be able to get much happening.
He tosses it up for the arrow. Hood gets activated. They need the boys to protect him. Maybe that's where the Solar Guardian's able to come into play with a snowball as well, but he doesn't drag him in. Timber goes down. Now they can look for more as well, as Xiaomo in combination with XM is going to go towards the backline. Mercy playing with the one charge is actually enough to keep him alive. That should result in them killing off Xiaomo. So in the end, a 2-for-1 as Andy was also able to get the kill onto Ava. And he's still in the Nature's Prophet abilities. All right. Exo activated out of the pit. And can even... It is. They've got a ward on the cliff, so they're well aware of this, and they're all coming. Radiant need to get here ASAP to take the fight. They'll start with the silence. Is the control going to be enough? XM, he just gets blown up at the start of the team fight, and now they'll turn to Echoes as well. As Cloud, okay. It was looking a little bit dicey with them starting with 2 heroes just going inside the pit, but they were ready for distance away. Mercy actually doesn't go for the snowball. It goes for the punch instead. Is the heal going to be enough to keep the Tusk alive? And he wants to go back into the middle as Raiding. Exo's back up already. So Cloud are in fighting shape. They're ready to rock and roll as they're going to push Outsiders all the way back. And there's going to be no escape, it looks like, from Ava. Cut down inside the tree line. A 1-for-1 in the end, but that was actually even without the Grease from CSG. He doesn't actually have it yet complete. How can they utilize this now?
I think they just need to back off together completely. Going to go for a smoke of their own.
No. They're ready to rock and roll. Scotty just completed on the Weaver inside this team fight. It's going to be a big item to potentially help out to turn it around as all chaos will break out outside. An incredible overgrowth inside the middle, but where's the follow-up? They're going to try and turn to target down CSG at the moment. The Timber will be able to get some distance away. Further to northern side, Echoes will be brought down. So a great start from Team Cloud, but can they get more out of this though? Atos, Expire, so... They're going to be cautious, though. They are backing up to Dire's vision. And XM with the Gleipnir from afar. Arrow just shy. XM's going to continue to go for the dive as Mercy jumps in over. Tries to protect Starif. Let's see if the Dawnbreaker is going to be survivable enough, or maybe the Weaver won't be healthy enough. CSJ along with Andy coming for the damage required to blow up XM when he was playing just a little bit too aggressive. Now they're on to Xiaomo. No more leap charges for the Mirana as well, so Team Cloud getting multiple kills inside that engagement.
Yeah, very, very surprising that they were able to get that done. A result in the one support kill at the end of the day. Gold going back the other way as well as Starif. He's looking to get into a gem for himself. I don't hate it. I mean, you're going up against a tree and a
Look at the vision again across the map. Dire continuing to stalk their prey, and this time they'll run into Starif. So another support's going to be a casualty of war, but Radiant is starting to have a pincer movement. Andy's going to be in trouble at the moment, but of course has the attribute shift to play with. Who does he want to replicate into? That's the question. They're going to continue to kite the Morphling. The Exo does get committed though, so this is favorable if Dire can just cut their losses, and well, it looks like that'll be the case.
Willie tried to actually get the Weavers, but this area and the surrounds just to be able to clear out all of this vision that they've picked up on Cloud recently, but eventually they're going to back off with Mercy as well, maybe trying to pick up a straggler.
What's going on? Yeah, Ava's in trouble. Not going to be able to escape the BKB TP out unless he can get the kill onto the Tusker. And it doesn't look like Andy has the damage to bring him down. Now, meanwhile, mid lane Butterfly Effect might be forced to pop his own BKB, but he's got to do so fast. A Sprout will lock him in. He's got the Quelling Blade to get out, but now with the Weaver's right clicks, the BKB will be completely negated thanks to XM's physical damage. Well, let's see if they're going to look to start. Echoes does have a double damage rune now. It's going to do a lot of damage inside the middle of the team fight. We're seeing that be the case as the arrow connects from the bottom side. They weren't ready from Xiaomo's positioning. So the first life taken care of instantly, but can they take the team fight afterwards? Outside, jumps in for the ultimate, instantly mitigate thanks to Star of Solar Guardian. They've got to be cautious about the buyback, so that's how they can turn the team fight back around from Dire, but it might not be enough as Radiant firmly inside the base, swarming down the members of Outsiders. Can they reset though, as it looks like the Timber Saw will be fed to the wolves. There's no escape from CSJ.
Trying to get some more. I was wondering if Morphling might end up falling down, and that's the reason behind this push forward. He has this
with the positioning from Dire that they will be caught off guard.
This mid lane's always going to push in, right? You've got the super creeps, so they feel like someone's going to come and look to try and address this, and they're going to get a pick up in response to it.
I don't know. Are you going to do it? Are you really going to make this attempt under a tier 4 tower? Because Dai can counter-initiate now. The Morphling's in trouble. Hexed up, but the damage, it's not enough. Andy will be able to survive the brunt of the force, but can he get out afterwards? The Overgrowth perched off for the moment. Andy can still look to play with the waveform, but it's full retreat out of Team Cloud. You've got to call it quits. And Dai, they're looking to catch up. XM's on the charge. Will close the distance on the butterfly effect. Considering about actually double backing, committing with the Xism, they need the control to lock the Weaver into place, but it doesn't look like they have enough. XM's A-OK, and he's actually going to be the one to turn around the right clicks as they're raiding. They're in shambles. They need to cut their losses, but it's the cores that are going down instead of the supports. As outsiders from China, all they lose from Jama, a buyback. They use it before the last barracks down bottom though, so I don't think it's going to stop them. You're going to have to try and use some spells to keep these barracks alive. That's where Mercy comes into play. Andy's going to try and follow up as well. They're targeting down with the Nature's Prophet at the moment, but the Overgrowth just buys Ava some valuable seconds to reposition out to the northern side. Ava's okay, and they're just buying time. Look at that. The buildings are falling. Range barracks, one more right click. Melee's going to drop as well, and all of a sudden, Cloud have to go up against Mega Creeps. You need to get some kills. You need a rebuttal, but all they get is the Mirana. That's not enough.
It's not enough indeed. And you have to imagine.
Mojo pumping through the veins on Andy. See if it's enough to be able to close this game 2 out. This would be a crazy way to force us to a game 3. Rapier's going to get revealed. A great use of the Manta, but this Pulverizer is still there for the moment. Solar Guardian isn't enough to keep him alive. Andy's falling lower and lower, but he'll be able to reset. But the important thing, the rest of the Cloud, they're stuck inside the base. CSJ's going to go down. They lost the Tusk as well, and well, Radiant, what's the call now? There's no way. The base as well. They've got multiple wards inside there, so they might be a little bit cautious.
Poor Tusk. Playing base defense right now.
XM's going to see them. Hex, oh no, but Andy, he blinked away at the exact same time. Luckily enough, they won't catch up to Butterfly Effect, but they will catch up to the Dawnbreaker. No escape and no buyback as well. They're going to have to do this 3v5 for the high ground defense against the Megas.
I'm not sure
I don't think they have enough members.
Yeah, they're going to
no
try
Glyph, they're just going to have to make the jump. Straight on top of them. Nature's Prophet. Once again, they're able to secure the kill. He's got a buyback to be able to rejoin. You got to be cautious how long this fight goes on out. You got to be cautious about the Morphling as well. Dyer straight on top of him. No hesitation with taking Andy and the Rapier out of the equation. And with him going down, the game will be out of their grasp for a comeback as the boys from Outsiders from China will be able to take their first series victory.